Well, congratulations to Yanga FM. Things are getting better in TVC at the moment. We're having Yanga FM. Adebanke, can you speak Pidgin?
Yes, sir. I feel speak Pidgin. Yes.
You feel speaker? You sure?
Yeah. Small. So I'm learning small, but I feel speak Pidgin.
All right, joining us on the program this morning is gospel artist Kent Edunjobi. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
On the program this morning. The name Kent, from where? It's a bit strange.
It's a name that I came by unconsciously anyway. You know, way back in secondary school, being a science student, we just, I think SS1, yeah, our first chemistry class, we just learnt about the first 20 elements then. So my friends and I, we were, just being the normal way students would be, and we didn't just want to forget. We're trying to cram the first 20 elements. We didn't want to forget it, so we decided to name each of ourselves after our favorite element. Mine was oxygen, so I decided to say, okay, my name plus oxygen. So it was shortening my name Kehinde. Okay. So Kehinde to Ken, then the plus is the T. So it gave Kent, then oxygen. So I used to go by the name Kent Oxygen up until when I now decided to, to do music professionally. Even when I went into music professionally, I was still using the name Kent Oxygen, but later I rebranded and said, okay, let's take off the oxygen out of the equation and let's put Edunjobi. So Edunjobi being a twin, the oriki of the twin, so Kent Edunjobi, that's how the name Kent Edunjobi came about.
And the name is making waves now.
To the glory of God.
So how do you transform from accounting firm to law firm and now doing music?
So accounting firm was where I was working, after secondary school, university. I was working as I grew into the firm actually. I was working first as just a computer, operator sort of. Then I went to school to study computer science. So along the line, I was working also, in that accounting firm, a small accounting firm, but doing well. So after that, after school, then after spending several years there, I left there to work in a law firm where I was working as, where I worked at as one of the PAs to one of the partners. Okay. Yeah, and from there, I knew that this wasn't it for me. But while I was working, I was already doing music professionally.
All right. So let me allow Banket to take it up from there.
I mean, how do you think these experiences prepared you for your gospel music career?
Indeed, not just gospel music entirely. It did, because oftentimes I used to say that a lot of musicians, let me not say gospel, or a lot of musicians, because of the talent we have, most of us believe we're superhuman. So we just do things out of impulse, you go for an event, you earn money, and you just spend it, without thinking or without. So, but for me, going through those, that journey helped me to know that, see, when you earn money, you have to break it down. You have to know how to spend your money, how to keep some aside, and of course the law firm as well. Music today, the business of music is the big thing right now. It's not just about going to the studio to sing. You have to really know the nitty-gritty of the business, how you convert the song or your record to to financials, and of course how you can also exploit what you do. So the law firm also helped in opening my eyes to a lot of things.
Okay, you got into the limelight when you gave us that track Ebenezer. So what's the passion behind that?
Oh, so for me, I think I'm just going to attribute everything to God, because it was shortly before, I think a year before the Ebenezer was when we shot the film Anikulapo. I worked with Sakunle Afolayan for several years, and I'd worked on a lot of his projects, doing sound.
Is that why you also keep those birds?
No, not really. Okay. So when we shot Anikulapo, and we released the film. It was a huge success, and the film was doing good, doing great, and the music too was doing great as well. Then shortly after, I was nominated for AMVCA, and then I won the AMVCA, and Ebenezeri came. So it was more like everything was just falling in line, like it's, you know, like we will say that when it's time, it's time. So that's the way I see things. I really sat down to say, okay, what did I really do that you know made everything fell in place? But I realized that it's just a divine movement.
What is the meaning of Ebenezeri? We know Ebenezer, but Ebenezeri is...
So Ebenezeri is the Yoruba translation of Ebenezer. Yes, okay. Yes.
That means my Yoruba is fake, apparently. But how would you describe your sound? And do you think that Nigerians are ready to accept how different it sounds from the normal gospel songs that we normally hear?
Oh, well, I'm just going to keep on pushing my sound. So my sound is influenced by a lot of... is influenced by my growth in the music space. I grew up, you know, around a music-loving family. My dad was heavy with, you know, the African style of music, the Edunjobi, the King Sunny Ades, you know, the Ayinla Omowura and all the rest. While my mom, of course, the normal Nigerian woman, heavy on Funmi Aragbaye, you know, those you know. So I had a very balanced background of music, and of course my elderly ones were heavy on the MC Hammer, the Michael Jacksons, Tony Braxton and all. So I grew up listening to fairly balanced music template or plate, as you would say. So those things they grew up with me, and as I was growing into music, I decided to pick beats of those genres. There are some songs that I've written and produced actually that right now I don't think right now is the time for me to put them out. But if I put them out, you really see that okay, truly this guy has.
So we're expecting more from you.
Definitely. Like this June, I'll be having my concert.
Okay.
On the 15th of June.
All right. We will allow you to sing that Ebenezeri. But basically, people who want to reach you will say, okay, how do we get in touch with you? How much do you charge? Do you also charge heavily? Like some people have been accused, you charge heavily too.
No. So funny enough, I've been to several events several high-profile events that I didn't receive a dime. You know, this conversation, I see it as a distraction, really.
Oh, okay. What way?
I see it as a distraction because that is not the goal. The goal is for us to preach the gospel, to preach Christ.
Yeah.
And when you do that, definitely you have to know that Satan is going to come with different, you know, vices. The Bible even says that do not be, you know, ignorant of the vices of the devil.
Okay.
So when you are doing something right, Satan will always come to distract you, to derail you from what you do. If you notice that in the last couple of years, you see that the gospel music industry is really doing well.
Yeah. Okay.
Really doing well. You have several international collaborations, you know, some of our gospel
time will not permit us to continue, but let's mind that Ebenezeri, yes, without the instruments. Okay. Let's hear that natural voice of yours.
Ebenezeri wa reo ibiteran wa lode kamajo kayoka.
Gospel artist Kent Edunjobi, many thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much
on the program this morning.
Thank you.
All right.